Gandang gabi po sa lahat. This is Coach Lininho empowering Pinoys, especially the 40s and above to rebuild their health by gaining muscles. Tonight is a very exciting night because we will talk about the three strategies in gaining muscle in low carb. That's very unconventional. It's not common because usually when you talk about gaining muscles, usually it's high carb. Usually it's for men. Usually it's for the young ones. But tonight will be specific. I like to talk and speak directly yun sa mga pinakamamahal ko na 40s and above. We'll talk the strategies, meaning to say these are sensible, scientifically based, and of course, sustainable. Because of course, whether we like it or not, the reality is 40s and above, yung demands po sa inyo is different. You have demands at work, you have demands at family, marami pong iniisip. And that's why we have to simplify. We need to simplify everything, especially when it comes to your health. So let me know here sa comment section below, ano po yung meals natin or maybe where are you tuning from? I like to mention your names kasi no, and this way I can be familiar with you at saka we can have this interaction later after our talk. No, I hope you post your questions here kasi this is my way to add value to you. And of course, one of the ways then to add value to you is through ebook. We have ebooks for 40s and above. We also have an ebook for food guide. So if you want to start your fitness journey, you don't know how to start, this could be your sign. So message po ako dito yung page ko, Coach Lininho, in my Facebook page, no? Message nyo po ako dito and maybe hit the button follow because of course from time to time we will be having our live talk on the spot minsan, and of course you don't want to miss that. So hello po sa mga live listeners natin. Hello to you, Ma'am Pia. Buena as always, present yan si Ma'am Pia. Hello Tita Presi, gandang gabi po sa inyo. Of course, Mary Valencia watching from Hong Kong. Sabi nila sa Hong Kong. Ano nga yung mga words dyan sa Hong Kong? Chinese ba? The only word that I know in Chinese ni hao ma. That's it. Of course, we are here Arnulfo Farinas watching from Ilocos Sur. Kamusta yung weather natin dyan? Ma'am Miriam, of course, sa mga modern adults natin, Ma'am Blessy, good evening to you. Ma'am Eileen, thank you for tagging your friend. Ma'am Nerissa, yes, thank you po, ma'am. Ano po Gcash number nyo? Padalan kita right away, ma'am Nerissa. Ma'am Blessy, you're so blessed tonight. Ma'am Blessy, good evening to you. Ma'am Edis Sikat, you're sikat today because we shout out your name, Ma'am Coach Riz, one of our active modern adults coaches at Worth the Grind. No? So again, if you want tips, especially sa workout, napakaganda po ng mga videos ni Coach Riz dyan sa mga workouts niya. So follow niyo si Coach Riz sa Facebook. Ma'am Teresa Di Pamilo, one of my consistent na kasama dito sa live kwentuhan natin. How about, yes po ma'am, yung advocacy natin is for 40s and above. So 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I have a student, no, 72 years old. So, ma'am, never too late. Ma'am Elias Bell, good evening to you, ma'am. Kamusta po tayo dyan? From Kuwait, ma'am Adelfa Pescador. Good evening to you, ma'am. Of course, we have here, ma'am Blasi. Thank you for adding your friends here. Paano magpa-coach sa'yo? Sir Edon, message po ako. We have a slot for one-on-one coaching. So if you want to avail that, message na po ako sa page ko. Ma'am Janet, good evening to you, Ma'am Janet Defensor. We are here, Ma'am Lot Tiope. Of course, Ma'am MJ, one of our modern adults din. Yung kinain niya is chicken quarter leg. So napaka-dense yan sa protein. Ma'am Betty Rivera Casilak, good evening to you, ma'am. Sabi dito ni Ma'am Miriam, 3 poached eggs. Okay, that's around 18 grams ng protein, no? 300 grams na 80-20 beef. Okay, I assume that's 80 grams lean, 20% fat, no? At saka 50 grams fried bangus. Well calculated, ha, gabi. So, ma'am, we have here Sir Tony Bolivar. Good evening to you. Ma'am Vivienne Milanes, good evening to you as well. As Raj Dagman, we have here Yong MDS watching from Saudi Arabia. Tama ba? Okay. Kamusta yung mga Pinoy natin dyan? Good evening to you, Sir Vincent Kalma. Okay, kalma ka lang dyan, Sir Vincent. Of course, we have here Lourdes Beato watching from Antipolo City. Here we have Sir Sean, yeah, tagging your friend, and of course, one of our modern adults, si Ma'am Elizabeth. Now, very important to know that when we talk about low carb, it's not common. And one of the things that na naturo sa atin for most of our life is carbohydrates are energy. Tama ba? That's the source of fuel. But of course, there's a different way. If your body is depleted sa sugar, your body is very smart. Your body will adjust, will go for a different source of fuel. And that's why we have fat. And that's why we call it ketones. So for others, they want to gain muscle in low carb. Again, it's not that quick, but it's possible. I have tried to gain muscle in low carb. I've tried to go through carnivore, and it's very possible. Although you will not have that kind of results na very quick when it comes to high carb lifestyle. I have tried as well high carb na lifestyle, no? In pursuit of gaining muscle. Anong nangyari sa akin, very high yung calories ko, very high din yung carbs ko, but along the way, grabe yung inflammation ko. I remember when I was in college, grabe yung chronic inflammation ko because of my high carb consumption. So dito, for my allergy sa throat ko, every time it will hit me, alam ko na a week after or within that week, bedridden na po ako kasi grabe yung sakit, yung fever ko. And that is why for others, it may work na they want to go high carb or maybe moderate carb. But again, the approach must always gaining muscle in a healthy way. Kasi in the very first place, our goal is to be healthy. And of course, if you're healthy, I believe 100% na yung having a good physique, yung body composition, yung strength mo will fall into its right place. And now, why do we need to gain muscle? I have seen posts, no? Although kanya-kanyang trip naman yan, I've seen people na they just believe na they will accomplish good health through low carb. So it works for them, maybe yes, maybe no. But of course, the science is very strong that if you want to have a great health, not just good health, but great health, it should be a combination of right nutrition plus workout. Right nutrition plus workout. We are made not just to eat, but to move. That's why when you look at your body mechanics, no, we have sweat glands, we have skeletal system, we have joints, we have circulation, yung blood flow, all because the creator above has given us clue that we have to move. Our ancestors, now of course, we're living right now in a very sedentary na lifestyle. Most of us are working, work from home, of course, in front of the computer. That's why we are a bit sedentary. Yung lifestyle natin has drastically changed compared to those people yun sa agriculture age, industrial age. Grabe yung movement nila. That's why we have to bring it back. So yung movement natin is modern adults because, and modern seniors, by the way, because we want to bring back your life. Now, it's not just about living long life, but a productive life. Kasi when you are modern adults, modern senior, it just simply means you are strong. And when you are strong, life is easier. So also, I like to point this out na yung topic natin is scientifically based. Of course, there are many information around the internet. Tama? Actually, for all of you, you know what to do already. But sometimes the more we consume something, the less we know something. It's too broad, it's too big na sometimes it's too confusing. Plus, if you check yung mga fitness enthusiasts, fitness gurus online, they will give you like this results in 3 months, they will have this results in 6 months, they have this result. Sometimes you may ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Bakit 6 months nakuha niyo yung results? And that's why we don't see what's happening behind the scenes. And that's why very important then that you have to check at saka run your own race. The only competition that matters here is your past self, competing with your past self, not with the people around you. So here, the first scientifically based on how to gain muscle in low carb is this: frequent training over time. Frequent training overtime. What do you mean by this? There are people who would work out 2 hours a day, 3 hours, and they commit to what we call grabe yung mindset when it comes to workout. But over time, they will experience injury, they will experience fatigue. So they will stop at the middle of their fitness journey. I don't want that to happen to you. So when I say frequent training, calculated po to, that you can sustain your training for maybe thrice a week, maybe 4 times a week, for others 5 times a week, over time without having injury, without having major injury. Kasi injury could, sometimes it's, if it's worse, no, it could stop totally your fitness at saka workout routine. That's why we have to go it safely. I've seen people na they would sweat out in the gym 2 hours kasi the only time that they have in a week is only Monday. Sa Tuesday at saka sa Sunday, wala ng time. So they will work out once a week. So that's okay. Pero if you can chunk it in few chunk of time, like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and then spread it out like 3 times a week, you're good. You don't need to do everything all at once. You want to not exhaust yourself. Kasi, again, when you work out, your body release a certain amount of stress hormone. And we need that, the fight or flight mode. And of course, it should be temporary. 1 hour lang, 45 minutes. But if it's beyond 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes ka na, 2 hours ka na, oh my, that's too much na for your body to handle. So instead of building up muscle, what happens to your body? Kasi too much na yung cortisol level, it starts to break down. So that's what they call catabolic na siya. So again, commit to few basic things, but commit over time. So there is a goal, yes, but we have to go through the process.
Yeah.
We have to go through the process. So few basic things over time. So that's the principle here. Okay, so here we have here frequent training over time. Frequent training over time. And that's number one. Of course, number two here, very, very important as well, and very, very practical. And that's it. That's what gets measured gets done. What gets measured gets done. So kanina, kasi dito sa place ko merong free sauna. Okay, so of course if it's free, you have to maximize it. Yung sauna, of course, it's scientifically proven na it can create yung what we call the storehouse of energy. And that's what we call mitochondria. And we need that for energy, we need that for growth hormones. Well, of course, it depends. No, I won't recommend it to everyone. It's always best to check, no, your capacity as of the moment, no. But for kanina nangyari ganito, kwento ko lang sa inyo. So doon kami sa sauna, may kasama ako doon, so notice niya siguro na nagwo-workout ako. So yung question niya sa akin, ano na kung katagal ka nagwo-workout. So sabi ko ganito, ganito. Tapos sabi ko I asked the question to him. Sabi ko, anong program mo ngayon? Are you into bulking or cutting? Sabi niya, hindi ko alam. So yung sabi niya. So sa kanyang question na sinabi ko sa kanya, mini-measure mo ba yung pagkain mo? Sabi niya, hindi, come what may. But sabi niya, I want to be fit. So in my mind, if you want to be fit, it's not come what may. It should be calculated then. Now, when we have a plan, a blueprint, diba? We have a blueprint when we want to build our house. More so if it's your dream house. But how about if you have your only house? And this is your only house, yung bahay mo. You must have a plan for that. Kasi, again, if calculated siya, may blueprint ka, you know what steps to take. And you have feedback. Meaning to say, if it's working, you can continue it. But if it's not working, you may want to improve it. That's the reason why what gets measured gets done. Kasi, ano yung na-achieve mo, you can improve it. At saka yung mga hindi mo na-achieve, you can recalibrate it. For example, for your protein. Now we know in gaining muscle and losing fat, protein is non-negotiable. So for example, you set the goal for your protein 150 grams a day. So that's your measurement. Now, after a week, if you are into bulking or gaining muscle, that kind of protein, you see na nag-increase ka ng weight or maybe 0.5 to 0.8 per week. Yan po yung goal niyo, for example. Now you know yung 150 grams na protein is working for you. But what if hindi ka nagme-measure ng protein mo? Come what may lang. So you don't have feedback if tama or hindi or sobra or kulang yung kinakain mo. Tama ba? Also, it's not just protein na. We talk about macros as well. So macros is macronutrient. The protein, the fat, at saka carbs. So if you measure your macros, for others, they don't want to measure it. They want to estimate it. By the way, right now, I'm just estimating. I'm not using any tools. I'm not weighing my food kasi again, I want to simplify everything. But before I achieve this state of estimation, no, nag-estimate na lang ako, alam ko na by this glance, no, na ganitong cut ng chicken thigh, alam ko 100 grams na yan. Estimation, not necessarily na perfect yung estimation, but close to it because I have practiced it beforehand. There were moments in the past that I would bring my food scale at saka my fitness pal and measure what I eat. Because I practice, that's why I can estimate. Now, the same thing I can recommend to you. I know 40s and above, you have responsibilities both at work at saka sa bahay. So I want you to simplify measuring, no, using food scale at saka may fitness pal. Practice it lang. Maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 2 months, up until you know the basics na. And once you have it na, you don't need to bring it everywhere. Kasi hindi naman siya simple at saka sustainable. Pumunta ka sa buffet, pumunta ka sa gala, pumunta ka sa restaurant, but dalhin mo all the time with you yung food scale mo. I don't believe on that kind of approach. You want to simplify everything. Tama? So, macros, you measure it for quite some time so that you can measure it in your days to come. Okay? You cannot estimate without practicing. You can only estimate if you practice this. Okay? So that's it. Of course, you want to measure your body weight. Now, for some, they want to measure their body weight para may feedback. They want to do it every day. For me, I want to do it once a week. Again, once a week kasi I'm not into competition. I don't want to be very, uh, uh, kumbaga, when it comes to my steps, rigid with my steps. A bit lax lang siya. So I want to measure it once a week para may akong feedback if too much yung kinain ko on that week or if it's too not enough. Okay, so yung body weight mo is your feedback as well so that malalaman mo if ano dapat i-improve sa pagkain mo. So kunwari you set your macros at 2,000 per week and you are into gaining muscle phase. So once you have 2,000 calories a day, okay, and then you measure a week after 7 days, and then nakita mo, nag-increase ka ng weight, meaning to say, it's working. Tama? But if hindi siya nag-increase, that means you can add on top of your existing calories. That's the beauty of measurement. Also, not just yung yung body weight, but also yung body composition. So for my students, one of the ways for me to give feedback sa progress nila is not just yung body weight nila, but also their body composition. So yung body composition nila, nagsisend sila sa akin ng picture nila, front, side, at saka back. And I will analyze it on a weekly basis. So for some of you, you have seen my post, no? I've usually shared at saka flex my students, their progress. It's the product of body composition assessment. So meaning to say, with this one, you can measure ano yung mga body part that needs some emphasis. At saka you can see din kasi your improvement. With body weight alone kasi, sometimes it fluctuates. Sometimes it won't tell you that you're improving or not. But sometimes yung body composition mo, how does your body look like, will give you that kind of assessment at saka improvement. Now, it's very important to know din kasi when it comes to our body mechanics, no? Yung body fat at saka yung muscle mass, okay, comprised of our body composition, tama? Yung muscle mass is denser than body fat. It's a bit denser siya. In fact, no, I remember, I have this student na nag-visit dito sa place ko like many months ago. Tapos parehas na kami ng weight, around 63 kilograms. In fact, nung sinabi ko ng 63 kilograms ko, he was very shocked. Hindi siya makapaniwala na nag-measure kami ng weight namin dun sa gym mismo. Kasi he can't believe it. Skinny siya, pero malaki ako sa kanya, like I'm not exaggerating, but parang twice ng body composition niya. Pero the same lang kami ng weight at 63 kilograms. So nagtaka siya, bakit? Napalasan tayong weight, pero sobrang laki ko daw. So I told him na yung body fat, okay, it occupies more space, yes, but yung muscle is denser. It occupies less space. And that is why if you want to improve your body composition, your goal should always be high muscle mass, tapos less yung body fat. Some people would ask me, Coach Nins, ano yung ideal weight ko for me to be healthy? Usually, I don't answer that kasi yung body weight at saka yung BMI, that's kind of outdated na. What I would say is yung body composition assessment mo. Dapat mataas yung muscle mass, tapos mababa yung body fat. And that's not just for body composition. It's for your overall health kasi muscle mass, okay, will define longevity. If you are strong, no, life is longer at saka simpler. No, that's very, very important. Also, very important to notice then that when it comes to gaining muscle and low carb, sleep is very, very important. I cannot emphasize this even more. We are living in a very fast pacing world, a lot of distractions, a lot of artificial lights, a lot of insomnia. That's why if we can assess how's your sleep right now. So one of the books that I've read from Matthew Walker, sa mga questions na doon, may sinabi siya doon na sleep assessment. So you doon sa sleep assessment, may set of questions doon na if yung answer mo is yes, okay, yung sleep mo needs some attention at saka improvement. First niya na question doon sa book niya. First question niya is, do you need the assistance of alarm clock for you to wake up? So that's the first question. Okay. Second question niya, do you need the assistance of caffeine at saka kape, okay, in the morning for you to work, okay, for you to be functional? Next question niya, when you are working on your notes or in your laptop, do you find yourself reading and then rereading at saka rereading the same sentence? Okay. And also, he mentioned na, do you find yourself sleeping at the middle of the morning? So those are the set of questions that if your answer are yes, your sleep needs some attention. We need to tackle that one so that we can improve. Now, once your sleep is disrupted at saka deprived ka sa sleep, it will affect almost everything what's happening in your body. It will affect your leptin hormones, your ghrelin. These hormones are responsible for your cravings, for your hunger, at saka for your satisfaction levels. Disruption in sleep will also affect your growth hormone. And that's why regardless of how much you work out, no, if kulang yung tulog, sayang lang po. That's why we have to prioritize sleep, no, above anything else, above workout. Kasi if your sleep is okay, your energy in the gym is okay, and then your recovery rate is much, much better. So you have to measure your sleep. So what I did last time when I was struggling with my sleep, no, yung una kong ginawa is yung alarm clock ko, hindi na ako nag-depend sa alarm clock ko sa phone. Kasi yung nangyari, I had this mindset na I had to put my phone beside me for me to wake up. Diba? Kasi yung phone ko nga is yung alarm clock ko. But the tricky part was, because it's beside me, I'm tempted to use it, scroll in social media up until scrolling some videos, no? Up until hindi na ako makatulog. So very tricky siya. So what I did, naisana ko ng phone ko. So what I did after so much trouble kasi it affects my work at saka may productivity at saka yung may energy levels, ginawa ko, yung phone ko nilagay ko somewhere far from me at saka yung first ko ginawa, bumili ako ng alarm clock talaga. And ito alarm clock ko. Pakita ko lang. Ito yung alarm clock ko. Kasi yung sound niya dito medyo malakas talaga. And it's far from me. So I will be forced talaga to stand at saka go at saka turn off my alarm clock. That's my second step. Up until na-develop ko yung habit na I will wake up with the assistance of sunlight. So what I did, parang yung dito sa bintana ko, slightly na siya open so that I will sense na if umaga na siya, okay, my body will sense it at saka I will wake up naturally. Naku, sobrang gaan sa feeling. Now, you don't need to hit the snooze button and you will wake up matic, no? Kasi habit na siya. Very refreshing. And that should be the goal as well. When it comes to sleep, I think the most optimal question is, do you sleep at saka wake up at the same time? Kasi yung katawan natin may rhythm po yan. May tempo. So if you wake up at saka sleep at the same time, you're following a rhythm. And your body loves pattern. So if you can commit to a pattern with your sleep, nako, sobrang ganda yung effect sa katawan natin. So let's measure sleep, body composition, yung body weight mo, yung macros, at saka yung protein. Okay? And last but not the least, of course, is what we call flexibility and long-term commitment. Flexibility and long-term commitment. Now, yung fitness at saka health should be a lifestyle. There are people who would ask me, Coach Nins, 2 months na ako nagwo-workout. It seems to me hindi ko nakikita yung results na gusto ko. And then I would ask him, ilang months, ilang years ka ba hindi nagwo-workout? And then that person would tell me, never in my life, first time ko pala mag-workout in these 2 months. So, what make you think na years of unhealthy habits, okay, you can just switch that at saka change that in a matter of 2 months, di ba? So, it is a lifestyle. It's a way of living. Now, it could be na along the way, there will be changes. There will be maybe changes with your finances. There will be changes with your food preference. Maybe you have to adjust with your partner. Maybe you have to adjust with your location, maybe with your work, maybe with your kids. That's part of what we call achieving greatness. And that's why for those who achieve fitness at saka health, you can say it speaks of their persistence. Kasi hindi easy eh. I know all of you already know that. It's not easy to build your health, but it's worth it. Kasi if you look back, maybe 5 years, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, and then you set that habit, no, it becomes your new lifestyle. It becomes your identity. You will look back and thank yourself. And of course, if you're spiritual, you thank God that you did not give up. Kasi it pays you off exponentially at saka compound yung interest na binibigay sa atin na katawan natin if you take good care of it, of course. So that's it. Flexibility and long-term commitment. There is a goal, but along the way, there will be ups and downs. But what matters is you move forward. There are days na sabi nila madapa ka or ma-fail ka. No, I don't want to call it madapa at saka ma-fail. So long you don't stay there. You learn from there at saka you move progress. You move forward. That's it. Sabi ng isang, I think si Winston Churchill to nagsabi, success daw is coming from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. The same thing with our health. There will be times ups and downs, but you don't lose your enthusiasm because you know there's a goal. And if you achieve that goal, of course, you will still continue because it pays you off more than what you have invested. And we're not just talking about your own health. We're talking about the people around you. Because when you invest in yourself, no, people will see it and they will be like you as well. So there you have it. 3 points lang. Flexibility and long-term commitment. Okay, parang relasyon lang yan, no? Na through time at saka consistency, it will bring forth fruit. Pangalawa here is what gets measured, gets done. At saka una sa lahat is frequent training over time. So consistency wins. Now, for some of you, especially 40s and above, most of you are busy. You don't want to go through yung trial and error. Our team, Worth the Gain Academy, is offering one-on-one coaching. So for some of you, you want some accountability, someone who can push you forward. You want some group support at saka a plan structure designed for you. So if you want to take your slot, we're opening 8 slots for this month for 40s and above. So if you want to avail of our one-on-one coaching, message me and then I'll send to you the details of the program. Hello po sa mga live listeners natin. Hello to you, ma'am. Elizabeth de Guzman, good evening to you, ma'am. Of course, here, ma'am, Nemia Apan, God bless you more. I receive your blessing, no? Watching from St. Bernard, Southern Leyte, completo, no? Good evening to you, ma'am, Rufina Diaz. We are here, ma'am. Dante Espolong, watching from London. Kamusta yung weather natin dyan, sir? Of course, here we have Alpha Belen watching and greetings from Hong Kong. So, may tayo kanina taga Hong Kong din. No? So, hello to you, ma'am. Watching from Tondo, Manila, Ma'am Josie. Kamusta yung weather natin dyan, ma'am, no? Ma'am, we have here, Ma'am Gang. Tibwen, good evening to you as well. Ma'am Jennifer is one of our modern adults, one of my students as well who is progressing right now. So all the best to you, Ma'am Jen. Of course, here, Ma'am Ann. Santa Rosa, Laguna. Is of course here, Ma'am Annabelle. So watching from Mabalacat, Pampanga. Ma'am Nerissa, hello to you, ma'am. Of course, here si Ellie. Ellie, bakit marami yung name dito na may repetition? Napaka-unique. Na parang poem lang. One order of limpo and shooks to go. Nako, na-miss ko yung shooks to go na limpo. No? So, looking forward to taste it sometime soon. Ma'am Ligaya, watching from Calamba, Laguna. Ma'am Elizabeth, of course. Si Lourdes, watching from Antipolo City. Of course, here, good evening to you, Sir Vincent. Yes, there you have it. And of course, I hope this content has helped you know, made a decision about your health. For others, know if you have question, place it here so that Coach Nins can help you as well. Gilbert, di pa ako 40s, late 30s pa lang po. I watch and follow your channel to prepare myself when I hit 40. I applied some as well yung sa tingin ko applicable for me. Thank you. Wow. Sir Gilbert, you are a warrior kasi you have a plan. Before it happens, you have the game plan na. So I like it. Before it happens, you must have a game plan. So as early as now, 70s, 30s ka man, 20s ka man, you must have a game plan. You don't have to wait for illness to come before you take action. Tama? We have here for Tensita Rojas Luod. Watching from CDO, napakagandang place po yan. I have many friends sa CDO. All of them are really good people. Jojo Balintag, watching from Surigao City. Nice. Of course, here, more power, I receive it. Ma'am, more pantig. God bless you too. We have here Naiko Tikina. Good evening. Watching from Tanawan Leyte. Watching from Quezon City, Len Porte. And of course, si Ma'am Ann. Si Ma'am Ann MG watching from Laguna. Si Ma'am Ritz watching from Parañaque City. So there you have it. Again, my encouragement for 40s and above is this. If you take good care of your health and fitness, life is easier. Because if you're strong, you can do the things that you love. Walking, running, jumping, traveling. You have the appetite to experience more in life. And for some of you, you miss some major things in your life because you feel you are not physically able. For some of you, might be you're not emotionally able, and some of us may not be financially able. But of course, if you take charge of your health, okay, if you take charge of your health will reward you, and you have the energy to do the things that you want. May that be in work and family relationships. So that's the foundation of productivity. Good health equals good life. Hello again sa, of course, si Sir Teofilo, watching Guapo from Nang Taytay. There you have it. Of course, si Sir Teofilo, if you can see his results, he came from a skinny feature. Skinny po yung body composition niya. But through right dedication from him, he made it possible. He gained muscle mass. So congratulations to you, Sir Philo. Always proud of you. And of course, Ma'am Carolina, you're one of my dedicated students. She is losing fat consistently every week. And she's loving right now yung walking niya at saka yung workout niya at saka up until now, yung mga meals niya both healthy at saka yummy si Ma'am Carolina. So see you tomorrow sa coaching natin, Ma'am Carol. So there you have it. Again, my name is Coach Linin Hu, and my mission in life is to empower 40s and above to rebuild their health by gaining muscle. See you again sa live natin na talk at saka discussion every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. God bless you and happy lifting. Bye bye.